You're looking at the 20-ton Harbor Freight shop press. Now there's a few modifications I've made to this press that make it a little bit better than out of the box, but quite honestly, if you need a press, it's pretty inexpensive and it works great out of the box. Now I use my press all the time, and one thing I was really annoyed with was how slow the original bottle jack was, because bottle jacks are slow. That's just the nature of them. I've upgraded it to a pneumatic bottle jack, and this pneumatic bottle jack also came from Harbor Freight. They sell a 20-ton, and it pretty much just slips right in place. You take the old bottle jack out, the new one goes in. I did sink a couple of bolts just so it wouldn't scoot around. The original one was just sitting there, so you probably wouldn't have to do that, but I did because I wheel this around, and I just didn't want it to fall off when it wasn't under any pressure. Now, after I replaced that bottle jack, I didn't use the handle as much anymore. You can still use the handle that comes with this bottle jack if you want to be a little more precise, but for the most part, you're using air to actuate it, and then you need to release it, and it releases just like a regular bottle jack. You take the handle, and it has, little slots in it, and then you line it up with the pin, and you turn it, and you just turn it a little bit, and it releases it. I kind of found that to be awkward since I didn't use the handle anymore, and I found a wing nut, and I found a little brass fitting that fit the top of the wing nut. The wing nut was threaded, and then I just drilled a little hole in it, and I just knocked the pin back in. So you can pull the pin out, and you can put the pin back in, and now it's on there pretty good, and I can release it with my fingers, and I don't have to use the handle anymore. So it's a nice modification if you're going to go ahead and replace your bottle jack with a pneumatic bottle jack. Now down here, you're going to see some other things. This is the base of that jack. I have a foot pedal, a pneumatic foot pedal bolted right here. And the reason is, it's kind of sometimes difficult to hold your items where you need to hold them and get this started when you really need a third hand to operate the switch that used to operate the bottle jack. So with the foot pedal, you can just press it with your foot, line everything up, get the press started, and press whatever part you need on out. So it worked out really well. And then you're also going to see I did put wheels on here. They're just inexpensive casters that I picked up in, I believe, Menards, and just drilled a hole, bolted them on. And the great thing about this is you can wheel this all around the garage, get it out of your way, put it in the center garage. I love wheels on most of my heavy items in my garage just because you don't know how you're going to use it. So I guess it's 4 modifications. So we have the bottle jack, we have the release mechanism, we have the wheels, and we have the foot pedal. So just to demonstrate, you take your foot, press the pedal, and the press is starting to come down. Now looking at the backside, you can see how I routed the hose. I just took the original hose and I just zip tied it here, and there's enough slack from here to here to extend the ram all the way. That way it just keeps it out of the way, it's not going to kink it. And then I just kind of let it lay down the side. I kind of ran it through here just to keep it snug against the unit itself. And I had a little whip that I had laying around the garage, and it just fit perfect, and it just screwed right into the pedal, and it's been great. So these are the modifications that I have done to my shop press. I'd like to see what modifications you have done. So write down below in the comments if you have done any modifications that you think really improved this press. I do believe out of the box it is a great shop press, and a little bit of modifications just makes it that much nicer. I do a lot of do-it-yourself type videos, so please like and subscribe. Take a look at some of my other videos and you might be entertained.